My name is Marius from Straaten. I'm a Director of Visual Impact and we're exhibiting at Mediatech.
Can you tell me, Marius, what some of your main objectives are at this year's Mediatech?
We've taken a very aggressive look at sales and we're promoting sales quite aggressively. We've also put up 14 high definition screens advertising our products using a digital signage system. In other words, different slides will come up at intervals that you can look at. And for the first time we are launching the Visual Impact Academy, which is a training facility that ties in very well with our technical expertise.
Now tell me just, because training is quite a big issue or very big topic at this year's, and I've spoken to a lot of companies who have mentioned their training aspects and skills development. Can you just tell me a bit more about the Academy and what your goals are with the Visual Impact Academy?
The amazing thing is we're the only company at this stage and was the first to offer 2010 broadcast training for people wanting to participate in 2010 broadcast. So we consulted with broadcasters and asked them what they want, and that's what we're providing. And incidentally, in 2 weeks from now, we're doing our first course here in Johannesburg. We've completed our cycle in Cape Town. And then post 2010, for those same students we trained for 2010, we hope that they will be able to use those skills continuously and do refreshers with them. So we're creating a crew portal that I think is going to be quite important, because too many people offer training, but they don't really enable a student to get work. And ultimately, students do training to get work. So we kind of try and take care of the back end as well. And then we do take on a lot of interns, and we ask our clients to take them out onto set and start training them up.
And what were the main, when you said you asked the broadcasters what kind of training they would like to see in preparation for 2010. So what training are you doing with your students, and what really emerged from the requirements of the broadcaster?
It's interesting. The biggest thing they put emphasis on is communication, and then they summarized it into 3 categories. The person needs to be able to drive, to be able to be a fixer, and then last but not least, do first level broadcast assisting. Build the tripod, set up the lights, mic up the person while the cameraman is busy with something else. So those are the 3 that we focus on, and we very quickly learned even life skills, even stuff like conflict resolution. How do you communicate clearly? If you're going to be late, what is the procedure you go through to manage that? So for me it was quite a bit of a wake up in that I'm always just into the technical training, but I realized with certain students they require more than that to enable them to be effective during 2010.
And how many students did you have? Sorry, is this the first? You had the first one in Cape Town and the second one in Johannesburg?
We've done 3 in Cape Town.
Oh, 3 in Cape Town.
Starting next week Wednesday, we're doing the 4th one, and by then we would have processed about 65 to 70 students. We're in partnership with the Cape Town Film Commission. We've been approached by the Durban Film Commission, and we're in negotiation with Gauteng Film Commission.
Right. And Marius, just on a different level, what kind of products are you, or have you got new products at Mediatech?
Absolutely.
Can you just mention some of them?
As you see the economic crisis increasing, you get downward pressure. What I'm meaning with that is somebody that would shoot on a 150,000 Rand camera is moving down to a 100,000 Rand camera. So the ABC range of products, which is a Steadicam and a jib, I can show you just now if you want, is really very, very well priced and hard for any other products to match with them. And then we've got a nano flash recorder which transforms a small camera with an HD SDI out into a camera that's got superior color sampling. So by spending a little bit more money and putting this on top of your camera, you can, for example, start doing serious compositing that you couldn't do by using the recorder on the camera.
And how has the recession affected business, and what are your views in terms of the industry presently and then in the next few years?
It's a good question. I think comparatively to Europe, our branches in Europe, we're doing well. They're quite surprised when they see our figures comparatively. I do personally have a bit of a negative view towards the last quarter of 2009. I think South Africa will then have a little bit more of the cold that the rest of the world has, and we can see it in the kind of products people are interested in and the queries. I think we are blessed with 2010, and that it will be an injection of adrenaline, and hopefully 2011, 2012 we'll be over the worst of the crisis. But clients are looking for value. They're looking for training on the equipment, and they're not looking for box pushers. What I mean with that is the days of putting a box in somebody's hands and that's the end of your relationship are over. They will look for people that can have a long-term relationship building.
So those are some of the key points that have emerged: relationship building, looking for products, looking for support. Are there any other comments that you've had at the market that have stood out?
Yes. I think that clients really expect you to be technically proficient in your products. What I mean with that is don't sell a client, I always say don't take a Ferrari to go and buy bread at the Spar around the corner. rather sell the client what they require and what they need. The one bit of advice I do give clients though, and this comes up a lot, is a lot of clients, some of them want to still invest in standard definition, and I'm saying to them, even if you enter at the lowest level HD, do it. You limit yourself with sellability overseas and future-proofing.
Yeah, that's right. And have you done good business at the market? Or, and I mean, maybe mention some of your big clients?
Yeah, I feel that it has to take, I felt that the attendance is a bit down from 2 years ago, the first Mediatech. I could be completely wrong, the figures will tell when they release them of what the attendance is. We've had one really big sale that's still in the air, so I won't mention names yet if you don't mind. And then we've had a significant amount of inquiry into the Vision Impact Academy and the training that we offer. And I'd say the biggest inquiry item would be the Nano Flash little recorder, which I can show you just now as well.
Okay, just explain a bit more about the Nano Flash.
We are in an amazing time when we're going over from tape into solid state, and people often confuse solid state with hard drives. Solid state is literally, if I show you, if I take the little compact flash card out of this camera, the system we have takes these cards. So you record to these cards, they're hot swappable, and you can literally record onto the one over into the other one. So kind of basic consumer camera technology is starting to be incorporated into broadcast. And you put that on your camera and you're recording in something that is not sensitive to vibration or anything bumping.
And you said hot swappable.
Hot swappable means as you're recording, you can pull one out that's full already and the system doesn't close down and put the other one in.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant.
So you can be in full record mode and retrieve the card.
But you can't, it's not interswappable with different products.
No, but we are seeing a trend. I'll show you another camera. It's the first high-definition mini camera that records to a Pro-Dio little cards, like you put into a laptop. And that is also solid state. So we're in an amazing era of going from tape to solid state. And especially the younger DOPs and technologists are going to it very fast.
Brilliant. Marius, thanks so much. Maybe you can just show us some of the products you mentioned.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, we're standing here at the Nano Flash. This is a solid state recorder. Basically what you do is you take a solid state card like this, a compact flash card out of a stills camera, you put it in the side. It's got 2 slots, and effectively what you then do is you can record onto this the superior quality as what you'd get out of the camera because you bypass its own recorder. It's very good. It's on a 900 at the moment, but you can put it on any camera. And I'd say this is our #1 inquiry at the fair because you get such an increase in quality by recording directly onto this and not onto the camera. So it's called a Nano Flash, and it's designed by Convergent Design.
Where is Convergent Design based?
They're based in the States, and we're their distributor in Southern Africa. Yeah. And it's got it's got an HD SDI in, and it's got an HD SDI out.
Which means exactly what?
It means it works on serial digital interface, which is the standard setting out there. For proper high definition. You'll see there it says SDI. Yeah. The beauty is you can switch it to 4 different compression ratios depending on how much you want to get onto the card. So if you're doing your uncle's wedding or you're doing a corporate, you won't shoot at full setting and you can get much more on your cards. Really an amazing little system. And what I love is it's got HDMI out, meaning you can take it into one of these HD Bravias that you see behind you if you want to demo your rushes to your clients, or just go home at night and watch your rushes off this, depending on what your application is. But really revolutionizing the industry.